Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel. This is your daily energy check-in, and today we are experiencing Sirius portal, so to speak. It's July 4th. If you're in the United States, happy Independence Day. But I did want to do a quick check-in today to see what that Sirius portal is bringing for the twins. A lot of light workers actually, considering the time period between the Sirius portal and the Lion's Gate, which is the 8th of August, a very important time frame where it's like portal of portals, so to speak, right? That where a lot of possibilities are opening up. But yeah, first things first, let's focus on the Sirius Gateway, and and let's see what do the twins need to know. So we'll see we'll get the messages that each of the twin collectives is supposed to know, and then we'll also see how the connection is impacted by this. It's still going to be a daily check-in, but with that meaning in mind. And for the oracle message, I decided to use the Lemuria deck, Beyond Lemuria. So let's see, because to me it's directly connected with that kind of galactic starseed meaning of why we're here and what the Sirius Gateway could be bringing for us. So let's get a message or a card for Divine Feminine first of all. Got two actually. Journey to wholeness and surrender. Wow. Let me get the book. I won't read the whole article, but let's make sure that we get divinatory meaning. Journey to wholeness. This card is about loving yourself and others from a sense of wholeness, exactly as you are right now. It is only from this space that healing can take place. We may find ourselves in relationship or scenarios where we can see great potential. We may have concepts of others that are not really who they are, due to subconscious projections or ideals. We could have the idea that we will feel better about ourselves when we achieve a goal or status, that success will somehow make everything better. Unfortunately, this takes us out of the present and makes our love somewhat conditional. To be a healer, transcend the perspective that the being in front of you needs to be fixed, quote unquote. Hold the vision that they are perfect as they are. From this place, they can heal themselves through the transformative power of acceptance. Acknowledge the full spectrum of a picture and bring any fractured parts back to the present moment. In this place, we are whole and thus have the power to step into the brightest version of ourselves. So this refers to treating, that's additional message I'm getting, refers to treating yourself as a whole, from that part that you are perfect the way you are, and perfect imperfection, that whole idea, like you're acknowledging the parts that but overall you understand that right here, right now, you're the perfect version of yourself, and give others the courtesy of the same. Okay, number 48, surrender. Short divinatory meaning. Loosen your hold on the reins and know the universe will catch you. Trust, even though things are not as you imagined. Stay poised and aligned with your purpose. At the last minute, the situation will reveal its magic. So what this is telling me, that DS are gonna see some pretty crazy stuff in this portal, or maybe shortly right after, because usually they do not end with like just one day, right? The energy stays with us for a few days. But it's important to trust till the very end, even if those experiences where you are right now are not showing us happy or productive or positive, right? Know that there is a big value in it. You're just not seeing it just yet. It's somewhere around the corner, but it's important to keep going and to surrender, to stay in alignment. What do we have for Divine Masculines today? The Violet Flame. Ooh, I like this. Number 52. Okay. Consider your psychic toolkit. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy? As exercise routine for psychic fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high. An exercise routine, yeah, so just to give the right accent, it's about the routine that you have for your psychic health. Maintaining clear and vibrant energy will also help you see through illusions that may be blocking or disordering you. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance after heightened energy levels. Yeah, so when we're experiencing some important transits, which Sirius Gateway is one of the examples, of course, there could be a lot of chaotic energy, because when we are ascending or we're getting certain upgrades, there is a little bit of that resistance from our body, from our even from our conscious mind on what that is and how to interpret that, right? So it's important to have that, let's call it toolkit, they're calling it toolkit, with you, where you can help yourself with that, you know. And again, it's important that you have it on the material level, right? Something tangible, something that your mind and your body can relate to, because that's exactly what needs it, right? Like a soul doesn't need it. It's all good there, it's all clear, right? But the more tense the thick energies that we're experiencing here on Earth, yeah, they still require more effort, more work to bring it to balance or to keep it high vibrational. Okay, let's get into the tarot itself. What kind of messages do we need feminines to know during this time? Energetically clear. And we immediately have the Strength and the Lovers. Beautiful energy. So yes, love, being able to love and being loved are your biggest strengths. They give you the courage to step into your power and pursue new dreams, overcome obstacles. And I'm sure you can relate whenever you had, maybe you are in love right now. Let's give that an example. Although of course love goes far beyond romantic involvement, but let's just say it's usually a more straightforward example. You're in love, right? And you're excited and you're suddenly like you see certain things that you want to do, to be with your person, to prepare for your life together, or certain things that are important to them that you start getting excited about, that you're going to be able to do them, right? And suddenly obstacles don't exist anymore. Whatever you thought was either a sign that you shouldn't do it, or that allowed you to say in the past something like, this is not for me, I'm never going to be good at that, right? Suddenly you're like, hey, challenge accepted, I am going to overcome that, right? You suddenly get excited and scared instead of scared, right? So those are the key energies. Look at that, major arcanas, right? Those are the energies and the messages that are really important at this time. So you will need your courage for sure to stand for what you believe in and what you love and how you love. Remembering that keeping it healthy love, you know, without going into old patterns, right? Going straight to the divine through these major kind of energies. Being a proud representative of the divine power on earth. I like it. Compassion and kindness. And look, in both of them actually there's a girl and an animal, right? And I'm glad that this actually fell out for the feminines, because it's not even about, okay, if I do this, what are you gonna do? Or I'm willing to, you know, to give you XYZ if you are willing to give me ABC, right? It's not about that. It's more about you showing your kindness and compassion and nurture. See in each of them the female figure is embracing the animal and showing that care and kindness. That's what's needed right now. That unconditional love, you know, that selfless deed, if you wish, without expecting something in return. I mean, that's what love really is, right? But you will see that through some specific examples, how that manifests itself. Or you will have an opportunity to have that choice. How do you have that conversation, or how do you decide to act in that specific scenario? The masculines, we have Wands. Anything else? I'm getting that the masculines actually getting that extra spark, extra inspiration. But not even for the sake of the feminine. It's more like the energy ignites them to pursue more in life, to experience more in life, just in their own right, you know. The clarification is Seven of Swords. I was kind of on the side. It's a very interesting card specifically here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna read it from the book because, well, I mean, look at it. We kind of know that Seven of Swords has something to do with like secrets or something that's not known, or some sort of deceit, but here it's really interesting. Let's see. The Seven of Swords shows a woman in a sunny meadow. The woman is a thief who has just stolen 5 eggs from a bird's nest. She sneaks away and leaves 2 eggs behind in the nest. The woman hides her dishonorable heart behind beauty and shallowness. In fact, she's a snake, but she covers her skin with leaves and flowers so that nobody can see her true nature. So yeah, this is manipulation, getting away with something, dishonesty, secrets, deception, right? Oh yeah, there are 2 eggs that are left in the nest, and the rest she took for herself. Yeah, so this was on this side, and I'm getting that DM is actually seeing where some of their choices in the past have been a way to get away with some sneaky behavior, or how do I put this? It was a manipulation so that they don't have to face responsibility or accountability for what they were doing or what they were feeling a lot of times, right? We see how this flame is actually covering the chest, right, and the heart area, right? That almost like that heart has been protected for far too long, right? And they can see now that it's not always for a good reason. Like they either haven't thought about it much before, or they thought that it was something decent to do, you know, like it was the right thing to do. But now they're starting to see how that is not serving them and only making things worse. They may be able to get away from facing their feelings for a while, but at the end of the day, it's just delaying it's adding more confusion and pain to the situation. It's not helping anyone. It's not helping them. It's not helping anyone else involved. You know, like she's covering herself up with flowers and trying to pretend to be a person where this is a snake. But everybody can see the tail, right? It's like, what's the point? Right? So this is like embracing this inner drive and the desire to show themselves to the world as they are. That's pretty cool. Okay, for the connection, I'm going to use the Muse Tarot today. Let's see what is happening with the connection during the Sirius Gateway. What do we need to know about the twin flame connection? How is this gateway impacting twin journey, communication, and any other dynamics between the twins? Ooh, the moon. Okay. So some feelings and emotions become known. Those that were hidden very well before. We're just talking about it for a while, right? That with the moon, this is like a double confirmation, right? And actually for both masculine and feminine, the feelings that were hidden before become known, and feelings and emotions towards each other first and foremost, because we're talking about the connection itself, right? So where maybe a counterpart was thinking that they're they're holding this sort of truth, or they feel like they have the moral ground, like they are being the noble one. Now they're seeing that there were actually some fears and some trauma there that was hiding behind certain feelings, so they were not ready to face some of them. With clarifications, we have Queen of Emotions, Three of Emotions, and Justice. Yes, there's a balancing out. Justice is a Libra energy that helps balance out the relationship, right, with self and with others. Getting more into the Queen of Cups energy, where there's more awareness of feelings and emotions. There's mastery of it, but in a healthy way. Not like I'm just gonna ignore this because I don't like it, but I'm gonna accept it, I'm gonna nurture it, I'm gonna process it. If it's a negative feeling or emotions, after I process it, I'm gonna release it, right? It's also being able to, like with the Three of Cups, it's more of a friendship energy. It's being able to, how to put it, to exchange these kind of feelings and emotions in a friendly manner. So this kind of goes outside of just me and my twin flame, right? This is more like me and people around me who I care about, who I spend time with. How do I show them my feelings and emotions? Am I really honest, right? And when I'm not, why? Those kind of questions the twins are looking at, and they're finding justice in it. They are finding the reason why, but also understanding how to make peace with it and how to balance it out, so that that extra experience, life experience, actually serves to be more aware, to have more mastery, rather than to have more fear and more pain. Okay, some pretty strong energies. I hope this was useful to you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll continue uploading my elemental forecast for the month of July, so watch out for those on the channel. I already uploaded water and air. I will be uploading earth pretty soon. So yeah, watch for those, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon.